At least increase of the base. The field force is going to increase parallelly. The field force has to increase to ensure the amount of turnover figures we are talking about. And that is what it's going to increase. It shows a minus 14%. Why is it that we are 14? Why do we have a South at a minus 14%? That's more critical. Yes, we are growing in North. Yes, we are doing very well in East. We are doing fantastically well in Northeast. But why is it that we have a dip, and that not 2 or 3%, but about minus 14%? Because one of the state is having a problem, our business is almost shut, and that state happens to be Kerala. Cannot we resolve it? We are a democratic country, very, very successful. Can't we resolve these smaller problems? It's not that they can't be resolved. These are the questions which I would want, to ask from all the stakeholders. We are also paying to the fiscal contribution by IDSA member companies has increased. Okay, I agree, we are not huge contributors, but we are doing something, we are contributing something. So why is it that we do not deserve a clarification? Consumer survey analysis, I'm sure a lot of people have spoken to me earlier and even now that that our products are expensive, the products are not readily available. Now this is what the consumers have to see. Consumers have to say they are of high quality standards, which is spoken about by 25%. Reputed company says 17%. Reliability and durability 13%. Reasonable pricing at 10%. Popular brand name at 9%. Promotional scheme 6%. Non-availability of similar products 5%. Refund and money back 5%. Good demonstration 4%. Quick timely delivery 3%. Elegant packing 2%. And wide product variety at 1%. So people are wanting to buy through the direct selling mode as well. There is a need, and that is why this business exists. Despite the lack of clarity of policy framework for direct selling in India, industry has a self-regulatory code, which I mentioned very briefly in the beginning. What is it in that code? It talks about money back guarantees, it talks about buyback guarantees, it talks of cooling off period. There are limited times, 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, but most of the IDSA member companies take back even after you have used the product almost full. When you come and tell them that, I don't like it for whatever reason. That is very, very critical, and that is very, very important, the kind of service which we are giving to our consumers. Lot of work has happened since 2008. We've worked with I have not left any government department in India where our representation must have not gone from IDSA. These are some bullets which we've worked up very, very closely. Internal trade regulations, we worked with finance, we've worked with industry, home affairs and also police. Ministry of Corporate Affairs, incorporation of norms and corporate frauds. We worked very closely with SAFIO, Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services, Department of Economic Affairs, Reserve Bank of India, SEBI. So it's not that we're not working. We are trying to develop a relationship as to how we can resolve whatever problems we are facing. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, why did we go to Ministry of Commerce and Industry is that 20 years back when all these companies came to India, the clearances were given by DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. So there is a need that we look into all of this again, and it is not that we are not classified under the NIC National Industrial Classification 2008. There is no categorization, but direct selling comes under the residual entry of the non-store retail format. So we're also looking at non-store retail in a bigger canvas as well. That is why we've asked for a separate legislation for direct selling industry, regulatory direction to state governments on clarity of direct selling and exclusion from money circulation, insertion of direct selling definition in the Consumer Protection Act. What is asked? Very simple: exclusion from PCMC Act, separate legislation for direct selling industry, and single window regulator and clearance. I know I always look India as a continent, so I am not saying, okay, do this just now and do this tomorrow. But do it step by step, at least have a definite timelines. That is what the need of the hour is. The PCMC Act is already under the review in the Ministry of Financial Services. It's not moved from Ministry of Financial, the service over there. So what is it that we can do more is very, very critical. Thank you very much.